Oh my god. Oh, where do we even begin? Oh my god. What's up, everybody? So, the Shift live stream just happened. Actually, it's still, at the time of recording this, it's still going on, but they're just winding down stuff, talking about whatever, giving out codes and this and that and whatever other kind of nonsense. But basically, the meat and potatoes has already been announced. I have a 314 slide PowerPoint presentation for you guys today. By the way, I saw all the comments you guys were spamming in chat. Some of you getting in trouble, some of you getting banned, some of you getting timed out for spamming bagel stuff in chat. Love you guys. That is, the best community. Best. Number one community on YouTube. Hands down. I don't care what anyone says. Number one. Thank you guys. You were the best. Anyway, moving on. I just had to announce that. Okay. Wait. Let's do a 15 second, everything about the shift in 15 seconds. Hold on, you guys ready? Summoners War is Epic 7 now. We're done. We're done. Okay. Right? A little bit, right? Okay. Let's get it started. You know where this is going, right? So, we're theory crafting about the shift. Before we were thinking, I was thinking definitely new PvE content because that's what it was looking like, right? So it's new PvE. It is new PvE content, right? It is new PvE content. I thought it was gonna be like a new maybe revamp of. I mean, it kind of was a revamp of Kairos Dungeon. If we go look at the theory crafting video of the different things it could be, it was like kind of pretty close to that, right? So, we didn't get a revamp. Well, actually, I was going to say we didn't get a revamp of Giants and Dragons and Necro. But we kind of did, though, because we kind of... Anyway, let's just get into it. Okay, so this is... I'm getting way ahead of myself. But basically, when we get to the end, you're going to be like, oh, it really was just... It's Epic 7 now. It really was Epic 7. Okay, so first things first. Again, we have a 475-point PowerPoint presentation. Two big things are updating. Dimensional Hole, just a little bit in the Dimensional Hole, not anything too crazy. And then mostly, the big stuff is going to be in Kairos Dungeon, right? But it is some of the stuff that we actually talked about. Monthly Dimension Dungeon. So this is kind of like a TOA hell. I mean, it's not really like a TOA hell. It's just one boss and some of the stats. Some of what they do with this, I got a burp now. It's like halfway there. It's like you're gonna go up, you're gonna go where you're gonna go. So this is a monthly thing. This is not a new dimension that you farm all the time. This is just like a boss that appears every month in a different area. You have 30 days to beat it, and it's actually going to be easy for all levels of players the way they're doing it, but it's a boss that you're going to have to fight. You only fight him one time a month. Not something you have to constantly farm, right? It's going to be basically the same challenge. They're trying to, the whole thing was they're trying to make it fun. They're like, gameplay is fun. Battles are fun. Farming is fun. Farming isn't fun. That's not, no. We farm because you make us farm. That's not the fun part. I love doing dragons 500 times a day. That's not, no. Comp to it. Is that what you think? You think that we love doing that? No, that is the necessary part that you make us do. No, you guys love it. It's fun. Sure, if you say so. Maybe that's what they actually think. I don't know. Maybe Koreans are different, and they're like, we love farming. I think they actually are. I think Koreans really do love farming. If you look at the other Korean games. Anyway, monthly dimensional dungeon in the Dimensional Hole. That's a picture of him. This little Dimensional Dungeon boss. This is another picture. He's got these little two minions. Of course, every dungeon's gonna have little minion guys, right? There's some high. Okay, so this is the thing. It's not trying to. It's trying to make you be strategic in how you approach it, but not actually use stats, right? So what they're doing is they're multiplying all the base stats of. You gotta slide on that. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. They're multiplying all the base stats of all your units by 10. This way, the runes don't really matter that much. Crazy, I know, but the runes, just a little difference in comparison to the base stats. If you basically not even have runes at this point on your monsters. Yeah, for that, I mean, like, the runes are just a little tiny. You could almost run it. It seems like you could run an unruined team in this. So we have some little information on these little minions for the boss. Revise the Deadeye with 100%. This is a passive. It's kind of like the Wind Dice Magician passive, but it always activates, which seems toxic. But I wonder if you could just Oblivion this, or if you could just Rocky and kill, or like Water Nubis and kill, and it doesn't revive or something like that. Because that's what it seems like would be like my first thing to tackle this. Stats modified. Increase the base stats of ally monsters by 10 times in the monthly dungeon. You gotta really see this to like have it hit you, right? So this is like a mid-game player on the left and an end-game player on the right for the, like, let's say Lucian stats, right? One is significantly better than the other as far as like, also that's too fast for a fast Lucian. Could be, never mind, whatever. One significantly better than the other, right? One person definitely farmed more runes. I know some of you guys are like, those are both way better than my Lucian. Wow. I wish I had either of those. So this is the total attack power of 2665 after you add both of those. Then we have the stat modified. So it's, like I said again, it's just multiplying all the stats of your units by 10. So we literally have, these are going to be the fastest units in the game now. 1030 speed. Yeah, Tomato, you think you're fast now? Come at me, bro. 1030 speed Lucian. That's the fastest speed Lucian I've ever seen in my entire life. That just looks absolutely insane. But the difference in runes is not really that much when you take this into consideration. But now, rage runes are definitely, now you're like, it doesn't even matter if my rage runes have any attack. I just need crit damage on it, and it's fine. Oh my god, that would be ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Anyway, why am I getting a phone call on my computer right now while I'm doing this? I don't know. That's weird. I didn't even know my computer could get phone calls. Anyway, did that mess up my audio? No, it didn't mess up my audio. Good. Good. You can clear it once per month, though. So it's not like a thing you gotta farm all the time. I already said that, but you clear it once a month. And then it changes. It's he's there in each dimension. Every month they'll switch to, he'll be by another dimension, and then there's certain requirements for the team that you bring in for the next time you fight him, right? And you're like, oh, what are we gonna get from this amazing dungeon that seems like is absolutely crazy? But you get 6-star legendary ancient runes. Yeah, 6-star legendary ancient runes. Fixed main property and sub-properties. Choose 1 out of 5. So here's a little splash on some of the... Look at these runes, though. Oh my god. Look at these runes. Look how OP these runes are. Those are pretty nice runes. Those are pretty nice. So that's what you get. It's like the rune event, but you get this every month. I mean, you can't get the, like, it's not like the last rune event where you could, like, upgrade it a couple times and be like, let's see how it rolls. But these are pretty nuts stats, though. These are crazy, crazy, crazy. And then depending on how yours rolls, you're either, you may potentially be super OP. Could you imagine? I mean, you don't even have to imagine. Here's the runes. They're crazy, right? But again, it's only 1 per month. So you get 1 super crazy, insane rune per month. That's like a rune event every single month. So that's a nice way of getting early game players and mid game players more caught up to end game. We're gonna get, there's other ways too. This is really, there's a lot of stuff in this, maybe not a lot of stuff. There's a few things in this, which is kind of like really good for people that don't have awesome runes just yet, but really are motivated to try and catch up, right? So for the try and catch up crowd, like that are really motivated to try and catch up, this is great. The stuff that's in this patch is great. For the people that are end game that just spent a whole ton of money on rune packs, feels bad, man. I mean, you can still use the runes from the rune packs, don't get me wrong, but they're making it way easier to get legendary 6-star runes. Oh, Bago, tell us more. Well, we'll get to that, right? Not even just this, right? Not even just this. Fun and interesting manual battle content. That's exactly what we need. Community, auto farming when? Come to us. Fun and manual battle content. Wait. Manual. We don't get auto farming. We have to manual it now? Yeah. Oh, okay. Great. Manual battle. Well, you only clear it once a month, right? Now on to Kairos Dungeon, which is even a bigger, because that one's just once a month. That was not really too impactful, in my opinion. The Kairos Dungeon part is the crazy part, right? So, again, get your minds back into the Epic 7 zone. We have 2 new dungeons. We have Steel Fortress and we have Punisher's Crypt. Steel Fortress is wind, Punisher's Crypt is light. They are also changing all of Giants, Dragons, and Necro. All of Giants is going to all be water. All of Dragons is going to all be fire. All of Necro is going to all be dark, right? So all of Steel Fortress is going to be all wind, all the way from B1 to B10. And speaking of B10s, we'll get into that in a second. But again, Punisher's Crypt is going to be all light all the way up. There are going to be new things to farm. Yeah, new things to farm. Hooray. Oh my goodness. Very exciting. New things to farm. So here's like a little screenshot from the, what is it? Steel Fortress, and then the Punisher's Crypt. By the way, Steel Fortress is the thing that we saw. You probably figured out, but the thing that the screen cap that we saw when it's like, this shift, what is this big new thing? That's the Steel Fortress is the thing that we saw. So this is a pick from Steel Fortress, another pick from the Steel Fortress boss. I don't know why he's taking water units into a wind dungeon, but sure, if you say so, come to us. They don't play their own game. They don't play their own game. And then this, the Crypt, the Punisher's Crypt, is the light one. They just took the same units into it, whatever. I mean, that makes more sense in the light dungeon. But anyway, there's another for the Steel Fortress. But these are going to be farming areas for new things. So, yes. Kairos Dungeon composition, B10 for waves, wind, and light attribute, which we already mentioned. Yeah, these are going to be artifacts. Wait a second. What game is this again? Yeah, this is Summoner's War. So... Artifacts again. The 15-minute recap is Epic 7. Think Epic 7, and then that's the end of the video, right? So artifacts are coming to Summoner's War. Well, what are artifacts? For those of you that don't play E7, they're basically they're kind of like runes. They're not quite runes. You have the 6 runes still, and then the artifacts are both on the left and the. We're gonna not do that. But the artifacts are on the left and the right of the rune slots, and they give extra special properties to your unit, right? So we have, for example, a rune on the left. God, that's a nice rune. I think they think that those runes drop from dungeons. They don't drop from Comptos. They don't drop from. You could put those in dungeons. Maybe that's with the shift. Maybe that's you're gonna start doing that. Okay. And then the artifact on the right hand side. Now the artifacts are all going to be flat main stats. It's not going to be super crazy like, oh, we got to try to roll to get speed on here or attack percentage or crit damage percentage. No, it's going to be all flat main stats. And then for the subs, it's going to have different subs like second skill, increase crit damage by 6% on the second skill, right? Damage dealt by counterattack, 3%. Damage received under inability effects, negative 3%, life drain plus 3%. So all these different stats that give, excuse me, I told you it was coming, right? Excuse me. All these different stats that give your units new extra benefits and added bonuses. Kind of like just upgrade, it's kind of like second awakening the units, basically. Basically, these artifacts are like little mini second awakenings on your units, if you want to think about it like that. They just make the different skills stronger, and it's gonna be random subs, right? So, Anyway, value of runes. I don't remember what that slide was supposed to be. But yeah, you have 2 slots. One, the one on the left-hand side is for whatever element the unit is. So you can choose one of the, if you're trying to do a Lucian, by the way, it's going to be, the way they're talking about it, they're like, don't you want Lucian to do more, ignore defense damage? Like, what? No, what? Come to us. Oh God, come to us. What are you doing? Let's make Lucian stronger. Right, that's the exact, are they drunk? They're maybe drunk. Anyway, the one on the left, you're going to be able to, you have to choose, like for example, if you want to use do Lucian artifact on the left-hand side, it has to be a wind artifact, right? So you can't use a water artifact on a Lucian because it's got to be a wind artifact. We'll see some things. And then on the right-hand side, it's based on the type of monster that it is. So attack, defense, HP, and support, right? So we can see, different elements go on the left-hand side, and you have to match the type of unit to the type of artifact on the right-hand side. So it's going to add a lot more depth to the builds, the monster builds. So that's going to be cool. We're going to be able to see some new... I'm going to redo every single... Basically, I have to redo all my videos. Oh, God. What have they done? I have to redo all my videos now. Okay. And then, so for example, this is just an example on Lucia. Water attribute artifact and a support type artifact, right? She's a support type unit, so she needs the support type artifact only. She can't use an attack type artifact. She's a water attribute unit, so she's got to use the water attribute for the left-hand side artifact. She cannot use a fire type artifact. Like, you got a really good fire type that has heals and stuff like that, but you can't use it on her because she needs the water type artifact, right? And then here we have, so there's not going to be percentage stats. They're not going to be attack speed. It's just going to be flat attack, flat defense, flat HP. Everything you guys wanted. Everything you guys like, yeah, flat HP, yeah. But get rid of flat stats. Come to us like, how about new things, but that only have flat stats? That's what the community wants. I knew it. That's what the community wants. So, but it's not like, it's like nobody can get percentage stats. It's not like, so it's, whatever the primary stat is, it's not like you're like, oh, well, I gotta, this primary stat, I gotta sell it because it's not, percentage. It's like, it's gonna be primary stat, the same primary stat regardless. So you don't have to worry about the monsters getting exponentially crazier in that regards, just exponentially crazier in the regard that there's new artifacts in there. But I mean, it doesn't seem too absolutely insane broken currently. Don't worry, we'll find a way to manipulate it and make units broken so that they have to repatch and rebalance things like the next day, because we're going to figure out what kind of broken crazy combos there's going to be, right? So here's just attack bar plus when revived, attack speed. So the attack bar plus when revived is kind of interesting, like how much, probably not that much though. Attack speed plus when low HP. I don't think people really use too many of these units that do that anyway, right? Attack speed plus when low, because there's some units that already have that built in and people don't really care about them. Increased defense effect, they showed Copper and Bulldozer, like when they were talking about that, damage dealt by counterattack, which is good for Laika and Rakan and stuff like that. So it makes more sense to put certain things on certain things, right? And then these are just some more sub-properties for some more of them. And then we see some more artifacts. Can we see received crit damage? It looked like received crit damage down and stuff like that. But yeah, there's going to be plenty of different artifacts in the game as well. The fun of farming, again, come to us. The fun of farming and strategical fun. I mean, it's going to be another element of strategy for sure. Going to be definitely another element of strategy, making things more complex. Which is great, which is what we're hoping for. I don't know about the fun of farming, though. You keep saying, fun of farming. Really? I'm pretty sure people keep saying auto farm, auto farm, auto farm. The fun of farming. By the way, they teased this. Consecutive autoplay. The chat went crazy. Oh my god, yes, consecutive autoplay. And then they're like, we're considering it. Why is it a slide? You're considering it? We're gonna consider maybe thinking about consecutive autoplay. We don't want you to be we want you to be engaged in the game. We don't want you to, they want you to keep clicking. They want you to be addicted. Here's the thing, it's a psychological addiction thing. This is why they didn't invite me to the event, because they know I'll just say what I'll just say what I want to say, and they're like, we can't control this boy. Maybe it's safer. Maybe it's safer if he doesn't ask the desk questions, because we have no idea what he's gonna ask, and he's gonna throw a curveball. People are gonna be like, remove him immediately. You know I'm gonna say something stupid, right? Anyway, consecutive autoplay. But that's the thing, like, they want you to, it's a psychologically, it's all mobile games do it in some way or another. They want you to keep coming back to the game, keep clicking, because if it's out of sight and you just have the tablet farming over there, then you're going to lose that connection with the game, and then it's going to be easier for you to put the game down and not play anymore, right? So it is a psychological thing. That's why they're really against the autoplay stuff. But I think it would be fair to do like a five run, right? I feel like it would be fair, and I feel like to stay competitive with other games, because there's a lot of other games that are doing that now, like Epic 7. But who knows anything about Epic 7? Clearly, come to us. Devs have never heard of Epic 7. Anyway, they're considering it, but it's like, why put a slide and then be like, yeah, hooray, consecutive autoplay. It's not coming, but we're considering maybe putting it in at some point in the future. Why is it a slide? Why'd they do a slide then? Is they gonna? I'm gonna stop clapping now. I'm gonna stop. So that's not. So this is the end of the slides, but there's actually more stuff to talk about as well. I'm pretty sure. No, we're gonna talk about Giants and Dragons and Necro too, because that's changing too. What else? I have some notes. Yes. No, I think that's about it. I think that's basically most of it. And then last, but of course not least, we were talking about Giants and Dragons and Necro, how they changed. But this is basically what I had speculated is going to be new PvE content of some kind. It's going to be like, I hope they're going to redo Giants, Dragons, Necro, new fresh coat of paint, fresh skin on them, something like that, not add too much new farming to the game, right? They did the dimensional hole boss kind of thing, but that's not a whole lot of new farming. These new things to get artifacts, that's a lot of new farming, right? That's just new farming. The thing is, though, they did do that, or they are doing a new fresh coat of paint for Giants, Dragons, and Necro. Not only is it going to be, everything is going to be the same element. Giants, same water all the way up. Dragons, fire all the way up. Necro, dark all the way up. There is... Bagel, don't say B12 Dungeon. B12 Dungeons! B12, it's every other game has already done it, so may as well. It's only a matter of time. B12 Dungeons in Summoner's War. Think you got a good Giants B10 team? Well, now you need a B12 team. It's Epic 7. No, don't say Epic 7. Calibra, no. DHC, no. Okay. Every other game has done it, though, so we knew it was going to come eventually. Oh, B12 Dungeons. Great place to get more 5-star runes. Except that 5-star runes don't drop in B12 Dungeons. Hooray, hooray. Not only do 5-star runes not drop in B12 Dungeons, so it's only 6-star runes. Only 6-star runes in B12 Dungeons. I think it costs 1 more energy to farm them as well. And it's going to be 2.5 times the drop rate of legendary 6-star runes. Not that all of them are going to be percentage stats like... You know, you're still going to get flat on 2, 4, 6 and stuff like that you don't want. You're still going to see resistance. You're still going to have them roll bad. Don't get me wrong, but less chance of getting 0 chance of getting a 5-star rune, so they're just not going to drop. And then, so you're only going to get 6 stars, and then they're going to be 2.5 times the chance of getting a legendary 6-star rune, which is big, and that's kind of like... Man, sucks for the people that just spent all the money on rune packs. But I'm sure right? Because if there's a new dungeon and it's so much easier to get these legendary things, and they're like, what if you get a rune pack and it's like, crap, you get a bunch of blue runes, and it's like, oh, and it won a legendary. That's okay. Well, actually, that's not even how the rune packs go anymore. You still get the heroes, but that's besides the point. The point is, like, if you just got the rune packs, and then now, because it's gonna be easier to get, as long as you can complete the B12 dungeons, it's gonna be easier to get, and of course they're gonna be harder than the B10s, of course, but it's gonna be easier to get 6-star runes, number one, because there's no 5-star runes, and I gotta say that like 3 or 4 times, because people are gonna keep asking. And then 2.5 times the chance of getting a, but it's gonna be slower. It's gonna be a slower run too. I'm sure it's gonna be a slower run. You're not gonna be able to do like 20 seconds B12. It's gonna be like, no, it's gonna be like a minute or something like that. I just figure it's gonna be a minute. Anyway, there's a, I mean, I wouldn't say there's a lot. There's a decent amount of stuff though. There's a decent amount of stuff to change the way we farm. I mean, that's basically what we do all day, that's basically what most people should be doing all day, every day, is farm. The artifacts are definitely going to throw a new element of strategy into it, and it's also going to kind of not completely level the playing field, but kind of even the Super Guardians, not even just the G3, Super Guardians, Guardian level players, high level players, end game players are still going to have to start from the bottom up in artifact farming, and early game players and mid game players are going to be at the same level as far as getting those artifacts. So it's just a much better way, or it's a way for new early game players and mid game players to catch up to the high level. So I think that's nice. That's as far as that's concerned. Yeah, I think I'm excited about it. I know they didn't ask me to be in there. They're like, where's your golden ticket, baby? Like, yeah, where's my golden ticket? But yeah, I'm still excited for this update. Very excited because all new content. I'm excited at the different synergies. I'm always excited for the opportunity to make new content because that's what I do. That's what I like to do. And that's my job, but I'm always excited for the opportunity. This is much better than them not doing anything and being like, look, we got new bikini skins. So I'm excited about all this stuff. I'm excited, even though we need new dungeon teams and everything. Yeah, it's still gonna be it's gonna be a lot of fun stuff, a lot of new content on my channel and every other channel going forward. So very exciting. Again, thank you guys. I saw all you guys spamming in the chat. Where's Bago? Bago, where's Bago? Oh my God, Bago. Always hits me right here. Not the heart. I don't have one of those. It hits me in the boob. That's where, yeah, right there in the boob. But anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are excited for the new update. Auto farming again. Maybe in 2025. I don't know. It'll be not even a little bit of auto farming, right? So we can like go to the toilet or something. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys are excited about the new content. Of course, many more videos to come. And I will see you as always in the next one.